Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go hoard up. Are you guys ready? I know I sure am. I believe the big release title that hits Blu-ray and DVD today in 4K is Bohemian Rhapsody, and I believe Target, Best Buy, and all these different places are going to have retail exclusives. So let's go around to these stores and see if, we could take a look at some of them today. I saw an image of the Best Buy Steelbook of if it's like all in gold kind of thing. I don't know if I like that kind of design, when it comes to my Steelbooks and stuff. But we're definitely going to be hitting up these usual spots today and see, what kind of other cool things hit Blu-ray and DVD and stuff today. But if you guys haven't seen it yet, check out my last video I made, just messing around town, going to a comedy show, getting to hang out with Pauly Shore in the green room of the Ice House, and also Michael Rappaport, and also I also went to Dark Delicacies to hang out with cult legend Larry Cohen, who also directed the movie The Stuff. Check out that video in the link in the description box. But guys, let's get on out there and see what kind of fun stuff there is that came out today. Well guys, at my first stop of the day, Best Buy. Let's head on in there and see what kind of cool stuff they got. Well guys, in Best Buy right now, and from the looks of it, they do have the Bohemian Rhapsody Blu-ray and the 4K and stuff, but it looks like the Steelbook is all sold out already. That gold one that really wasn't interesting me from the pictures I seen online is gone. But I did love this movie when I saw it in theaters with my friend Michael, who I'm actually hopefully be seeing today for his birthday. And here's the new William Dafoe movie. I believe this one was released today from Lionsgate Home Entertainment right here. And another film, I believe, is this Sony? Yeah, The Front Runner, starring Hugh Jackman. Not exactly sure if I know what this movie is, but I know this is new because I'm not used to seeing this one on the store shelves. But yeah guys, I'm up front now looking at the new release end cap, and not a whole lot of different stuff up here when it comes to new releases this week, except for like Nobody's Fool, the new Tyler Perry film. But this one had its moments. She got kind of annoying in some parts, Tiffany Haddish and everything, but like it was all around an okay watch. Probably just one of those one-time watch films in my opinion. But of course the other one was the Bohemian Rhapsody, which they're already sold out of those Steelbooks. Like I said, they don't have any up front either. But I think that's all I really see today over here at Best Buy, guys. Well guys, getting out of Best Buy, kind of sad in there. I thought there was gonna be like at least a couple more things being released today. Oh well. But I do want to check Target if I even have an opportunity to get to today, because their edition of Bohemian Rhapsody looks kind of cooler. I believe it's like a book, like a digibook if I'm not mistaken from the pictures I've seen. I don't know. Let's go. Well guys, as you can tell, bam, over here at Target, baby. Let's go in here and see if they have any of those retail exclusives of Bohemian Rhapsody. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and like I said, Best Buy sold out of theirs. Let's see if Target has theirs. Wait a minute, looks like they have a display of the Bohemian Rhapsody ones. Hopefully they have like their retail exclusive one right here that I see on the side, but I see the album, the vinyl, and just like the regular DVDs and Blu-rays here. But sorry if if this video seems a little jumbled around, because I've never been to this Target before. This one's all laid out a lot differently, and it looks like they do have the retail exclusive edition of Bohemian Rhapsody here that comes in this little digibook, but it also has a slipcover to it. But should I get this? I think I might. Well guys, I'm at the movie section now over here at Target, and as you can see, it's all laid out a little bit differently than some of the other locations. They have these little like end cap thing with the lights on it, and a couple of sporadic things that way. But yeah, all they have is like the 4Ks of Bohemian Rhapsody, and of course there are retail exclusive ones and things. And Nobody's Fool is the only like big things that I see that came out this week. And it looks like when you buy Bohemian Rhapsody, you can get like a $5 gift card, but you have to like buy this and like a soundtrack or something. Maybe that album, which I don't collect vinyl, but like I'm gonna see if I can find like the CD soundtrack and if that counts. Because if I can get that and this and get like a you know, a $5 gift card, that'd be cool. But yeah, for you guys who are wondering, yeah, this thing right here says, you know, like I said, buy the Bohemian Rhapsody on Blu-ray or 4K, whatever, and the soundtrack and get a $5 gift card. So, they do have a little, you know, CDs, a couple of CDs over here, and it looks like they have one left. Yoink! But I could have sworn a lot more things came out today, but I could be mistaken, because I do get things sent to me to review, you know, for the channel and everything, because I got A Star Is Born a couple days ago, and I thought that was going to be one of the ones that came out today. But like when I get review copies of things, it really throws me off sometimes on like what comes out which week and different things. But I'm really thinking about getting this Bohemian though. Getting at a Target right now. Got some stuff in there, which I'll show you guys at the end of this video. Alright, off to the last stop of the day. Goodwill, baby. I've never been to this Goodwill, so let's see if they're packed with movies, or hopefully they are, but I guess we'll find out in a minute. Well, in the movie section now, guys, I've been in here just for a few moments now, just trying to see if there's any like cool, unique things, maybe out of print or what have you, but I've come across some cool old retro VHS tapes in here that I remember, you know, having and watching back in the day. Do like the Flintstones, and this one right here, bam, baby. Ernest Goes to Jail. You can't, man, you have to admit, back in the day, VHS artwork was the shit, especially like the Ernest era, you know, like 80s and 90s and things. Like you can't beat those, the cover art to stuff like this, you know what I mean, at least compared to the weird stuff that we get today. You know what I mean? Like, what would you rather see? A cool cover like this or this? You know what I mean? Like, this movie's fine, but like, that's my shit right there. But let's keep looking around and see if we find anything, you know, like I said, cool or unique up in here. You don't really see Kevin Smith stuff at Goodwill's that often when it comes to like Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and stuff. And of course, right now, they're making a Jay and Silent Bob reboot. So like a sequel to this right here. So I think that's kind of interesting and cool. I can't wait to check it out. Him going back to the Viewisk universe, if you know what I'm saying. But let's go through here and for a minute or two and see if there is anything that, you know, that stands out that's like maybe, you know, worth something. But I highly doubt it, because this is a Goodwill I've never, you know, been into before. So I'm keeping my hopes up here and seeing if we can find anything cool. It's a mad world. I still need to get up on that Criterion edition of it though one day. But yeah, guys, from what I'm seeing here so far, it's not a whole lot of anything. It's a lot of the same kind of like, you know, generic-y stuff that you come to see at places like this. You know, like Hope Floats and, you know, Win a Date with what's his name again, Tad Hamilton, and like SpongeBob DVDs, and I don't know, it looks like stuff's been like picked over here for a while. Not a whole lot of like Blu-rays, you know, going on here, except for like this one and one or two other like random things, but hey. But the thing is, guys, I always come to these places with my fingers crossed and just hoping, you know, we can find something cool or unique. But I'm not gonna lie, it's been a long time since I found anything really cool and amazing at a Goodwill or like a thrift store in general and stuff, you know? Because I have so many things throughout the years in my collection. It's kind of like, what do I need? You know what I mean? So that's why I wait and hope that cool stuff comes out when it comes to like, you know, new releases every week, because they're new. I don't have them yet, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to like stuff I want, like maybe Bohemian Rhapsody. But let's get out of here and head on home, and I'll show you guys what I picked up today. Well, I'm back home now from hoarding up, about to show you guys what I picked up today. It's pretty fairly obvious what I got today. I ended up going out there to the stores and picking up the Target exclusive of Bohemian Rhapsody. It does come with this like slipcover right here, and it is, you know, it is like in a little digibook form, and it comes with a 24-page booklet. I do like this cover a lot more than that gold one that Best Buy has that I saw pictures of and things. But I also, to get that $5 gift card, got the soundtrack too, so might as well, you know, get that too, because I kind of wanted to get this ever since the movie came out. So getting that and the Target exclusive Blu-ray, just had to do it. You know what I mean? I got that, you know, $5 gift card in my wallet right now for next time I go to Target. I'll get something cool, hopefully. But guys, one last thing before I head on over to the review portion of this video. Check out this, you know, Twitter and Facebook page for this movie called Adverse. This is a movie that, Luna, my friend Scotty, Fluffy, and I were a part of with Thomas Ian Nicholas, Mickey Rourke, Lou Diamond Phillips. They have social media links right now for this film. Make sure you guys follow them on Twitter and, write something to them saying, hey, Wet Movie, or Brendan sent me here from his YouTube channel. Also check out their Facebook page too. Man, there's a lot of really cool people involved in this movie, and some of the crew is in a scene or two in it. Nothing big, nothing major, but we're a part of this film with, some Academy Award nominated actors, which I think is kind of cool. So make sure you guys check out those links in the description box to Adverse, the upcoming film that some of the crew's in. Check it out, show them some love, tell them I sent you. But guys, let's go on over to the other side of my room for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Okay guys, now on to the review portion of this video here. I have a small stack of goodies here to talk to you guys about today that I got sent to review from the companies and things. And the first two up are actually from Scream Factory, and the first one is called Valentine. This is a film that came out in the early 2000s that's directed by what's called Jamie Blanks, the same person, the same guy that made Urban Legend, back around that same time period. And this one right here is about this one young boy in high school who's kind of a nerd. He's always getting picked on. The girls don't really pay attention to him, and it pretty much starts off of at him at a prom or like some sort of dance, and going around asking all these different girls that he likes in school, hey, would you like to dance with me? And they're all like turning him down, and some of them are laughing at him. Even another nerdy girl herself, another bigger, nerdy girl is even turning him down also. And now it's years later. Everyone is, kind of grown up. They're in their 20s, 20-somethings now. And the girls are just kind of like, we really shouldn't have, treated that kid that way back then. Like, what were we thinking? But now, strange things are happening, and they're slowly getting picked off one by one. But could it be like ex-boyfriend's just a crazy psycho killer on the loose? Or could it be that little nerdy boy that they, didn't pay attention to in high school doing it? I always kind of like this movie. It's not one of those ones I hear people talk about that often, and it's also not one of those ones I watch all the time. You know what I mean? Like Urban Legend, I kind of pop in every few years. But it was really cool to revisit this one after all this time. Of course, it stars Denise Richards and Katherine Heigl. Back in their prime, around the same time. Denise Richards was doing Starship Troopers and stuff like that, give or take a couple years. But on this Blu-ray, we get a new 2K restoration of the film from the original film elements, some audio commentary tracks with the director and some of the cast members, some new interviews in here with Denise Richards and some of the other cast, talking about how it was being on set making this movie, and how Denise Richards was how Denise Richards got turned on to the project because she liked the movie Urban Legend, what the director made right before this, and was just like, what, yeah, I'll do this. I'll be a part of this project. And of course, theatrical trailer and some vintage making of featurettes that were on previous previous DVD edition and things. But if you guys like this movie, I just want to let you guys all know that it's out now in the collector's edition from Scream Factory with just a nice bevy of special features on here. But another set that they sent over for me to talk to you guys about today is one of those sets. It was kind of like a guilty pleasure, kind of movies that I watched back in the day, going, I hope no one walks in. When I'm watching this, it's like one of those, I don't think I really love these movies, but the Poison Ivy collection, it comes with all 4 films in here. Of course, the first one stars, Drew Barrymore, and it's about her befriending Sarah Gilbert, who's also the star of this film. They become friends in high school, and they're both kind of loners in their own way. And the Drew Barrymore's character all of a sudden starts seducing Sarah Gilbert's father throughout this movie, and weird, crazy stuff goes on. In this when it comes to an older man and a high school girl, and But I'm not gonna lie, the one I remember the most, in this set right here, was watching Poison Ivy 2, starring Alyssa Milano, on VHS back in the day. Woo! Okay, that's all I can really say. That's all I can really say. It's just pretty much about young women seducing older men back and forth. I've never seen, what's it called? Poison Ivy, The New Seduction, or Poison Ivy's Secret Society. The last two films in the franchise. And I saw them come out on DVD when I was working at Blockbuster back in the day, but I've never seen those ones yet. But this one right here looks like it has a new audio commentary track when it comes to the first Poison Ivy film, and some theatrical trailers. It doesn't look like there's like a whole lot of like special feature wise, when it comes to this set, but you do get, like I said, all the movies in a nice little Amray case. So these movies, sorry, the first one's in my player right now, but when these movies are kind of like, what's it called, love novels, but made into movies. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know if these movies are for everyone. You know what I mean? But if you're like because when I first came across at least the first two films, I was like in like just starting high school and stuff, and I was just like, ooh, should I be watching this? Like I rented it and I'm watching it up in my room or whatever it was at the time, and I'm like, wait a minute, am I allowed to have been renting this or watching these things? Am I old enough for this? Wait a minute, I ain't telling nobody. I'm watching this. Kind of movies. But that's the Poison Ivy collection here from Scream Factory. If you guys like these movies, just want to let you guys all know they're out now. But there's some risque stuff going on, especially part 2. Woo! But guys, next up over here, I got sent for free to review from Warner Brothers, and this one I believe comes out next week, and that is the 4K Blu-ray edition of A Star Is Born. Of course, this is a remake, or a different, it's a remake of a name. I believe, what was it again? The girl from Wizard of Oz. Why am I blanking on her name right now? Judy Garland, I believe, starred in the original A Star Is Born, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments if I am. But this one right here, I was really hyped to check this one out because I'm a big person that's into I'm big into musicals, and I just kind of really wanted to see this, but I missed it in theaters. But it's pretty much about Bradley Cooper. It stars Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. That's such a weird name. I don't know why someone in the entertainment industry is just like, you know what? Forget your real name. Let's make up this name. I'm going to call you Lady Gaga. Whatever. But she's doing fine. Whatever. She has that name, but she's still doing fine, making millions of dollars. But, I just don't understand how different celebrities come up with their names when it comes to Hollywood status. When it comes to Hollywood. I don't get it, whatever. But it's about Bradley Cooper's character in this movie, who's just a really popular, singer, songwriter, and stuff. And one day, he's suffering from drug addiction and alcoholism and things. And one day he goes into this one drag bar and comes across Lady Gaga's character, who's performing on stage and singing this, this singing. And he kind of falls in love. He falls in love with her and in love with her voice. But yet she doesn't really think she's ever really going to make it, because she's always told that she's not going to make it in the business because of the way she looks and her nose and all sorts of stuff. And he just really believes in her. And it's just, the dynamic between the two and how they, have this relationship with one another, and how, she's taking off. You have to watch the movie to see how it all unfolds. But I really did like the music in this film, but it just didn't... I didn't think it was as good as I thought it was going to be, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. These guys being nominated for Best Picture and all that kind of stuff, I don't see it. You know what I mean? The music was good. It was a good film, but I don't see it as a big Oscar nominated, all this, kind of jazz kind of movie. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. I enjoyed it, but I just don't see it as Best Picture of the Year, or I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Bradley, everyone in this movie did a fantastic job, but I just don't see it as a big movie like that. Am I the only one? Am I crazy? Let me know down below. But it does have some music videos on this 4K right here. along with some, making of special featurettes, talking to the cast and crew of the film. And it does look amazing here on 4K, and sounds absolutely amazing too. But guys, next up over here I got from Paramount Home Entertainment, and that is a film that came out today. Stars Tiffany Haddish and Whoopi Goldberg, and that is Nobody's Fool. And I'm a big fan of Tyler Perry's movies, especially when he's in them with, playing the character of Medea. I like those weird, cringy movies, because you know me, that's just my kind of humor. And this one right here is about this one young lady, I don't want to butcher her name, but it's about this one young lady right here who's a successful lady in her in her craft of what she's doing in her business. And one day she finds out that her sister is being let out of jail after all these years. And that her sister is played by Tiffany Haddish, and she has to, pretty much take care of her sister, and take her in and make sure everything's gonna be okay with her, because her mom, played by Whoopi Goldberg, is just not having it. Doesn't want her to be anywhere near her house, and she's fresh out of prison, and of course, what's her name's having all sorts of, boy problems in her life. And it's just a crazy dynamic between like an ex-con, that's kind of crazy, fast-talking, kind of nuts, and to like a calmer person. And it's just to see how the dynamic is between the two. I thought it was funny. It's definitely a one-time watch kind of movie. To me, Tiffany Haddish, this felt like she was trying too hard to be funny in this movie. She was funny in that Girls Trip movie and things and some other stuff, and she had some great moments in this movie too. But it just felt like a cringeworthy, trying too hard kind of moments. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's explaining it quite right, but like, I don't hate her whatsoever. I think she's a talented person. It just felt like, I don't know. You have to watch the movie to see what I'm trying to say here. But we do get a funny gag reel on this Blu-ray here, some deleted and extended scenes, and a little making of special featurette on this Blu-ray. So if you guys, like, comedies, you guys might like this one, but it is just felt a little bit too forced when it comes to Tiffany Haddish's performance in this film. And next up over here, I got from Umbrella Entertainment, and this is a film starring Henry K. Thomas, who you guys all know from E.T., and it's a movie called Frog Dreaming. This film has like 3 different names to it when it's been released. This one came out back like a couple years after, I believe, E.T. came out, and this movie has multiple different titles, like Frog Dreaming, which is kind of a strange title, and they also have a different title called The Quest. And I believe the third title, from when I'm not mistaken, when I was younger, I remember it being called Go Kids or something like that. But it's pretty much about this adventurous kid played by Henry K. Thomas, who kind of lives in this town in the middle of nowhere kind of thing, like hanging out in the woods. And he has these two sisters that are his friends, and one of them that he kind of likes, and this one girl likes him or whatever. And, he comes across this one, jungle kind of place that has this river that's never been on any map, to be seen. And he thinks like something crazy is happening there. And it's just him and these 2 girls going on this adventure to find out what's in this weird, watery, creaky wood place. It kind of has this Goonies, kind of adventure vibe to it, a little bit Stand By Me-ish, kind of in this movie. But there's a lot of weird stuff, weird things said and mentioned in this movie that's kind of like, wait, what? How was this rated PG? You know what I mean? Like if this was rated today, it would probably be rated like R, or like maybe, PG-13, a hard PG-13, because in this movie there's like little like 10-year-old, 9-year-old kids smoking cigarettes and saying like weird things like, are there gonna be any blacks in these woods? Just like weird, like, whoa, what the hell are they getting away with, saying some of the stuff that they're saying, in this, especially in the world of today, how everyone gets offended and crazy about anything and everything. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this one that'll make people of today go nuts. You know what I mean? Like, with like seeing an 8-year-old, 9-year-old girl smoking, it's kind of like, wait, what's the point of this? It doesn't serve the story, whatsoever. But still, it was just a fun little adventure film, because it's like weird creatures or weird things popping their heads up out of the out of the lake and like looking at them. They're going, what's going on? They're coming across like skeletons and stuff. It's a really fun adventure film. But just a lot of weird, awkward stuff happens in this movie that make you go, huh? You know, kind of thing. But this Blu-ray right here is all region. It's region A, B, and C. So if you guys want to get it, it'll play in any player. And it also comes with audio commentary track by the director, some extended interviews by some of the cast and crew, and some, I believe, a photo gallery on this. But if you're a fan of Henry K. Thomas, definitely give this one a watch. If you guys have never seen it before, look it up under Frog Dreaming. And check out the trailer. It's kind of a really fun adventure film. But guys, that's all I have to show and talk to you guys about today for this Hoarding Up adventure. Thank you so much for watching. And some really exciting stuff is about to go down in the life of my Wet Movie here. One of the cast members of the Mighty Ducks and Heavyweights may be in my house this coming up weekend, so I'm gonna see if I can maybe shoot a vlog, you know, with this said person, and a friend of mine that's a filmmaker that's making a documentary right now that I'm gonna be a part of. So it's kind of nuts. So guys, stay tuned. This weekend there should be some, hopefully a cool, fun little video with a star from the movie Heavyweights and Mighty Ducks. So stay tuned for that. Guys, give this video a thumbs up. Show me some love in the comments, and I'll see you guys all next time.